so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. Play action. Now Brady. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're They're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bears, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Bears take over first and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Quick pass out to Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete to number
Tyler Boyd with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Austin.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone where...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cincinnati.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Bengals 27, Bears nothing.
Now Gordon on 1st down. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
13-yard line.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Elliott on the carry.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And his throw here's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will set up shop at their own. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.